In celebration of Cinco de Mayo and the fact that I love Mexican candy, in this video I will be showing you guys 10 simple methods to sneak candy into class using school supplies, and it's only appropriate that I use nothing but Mexican candy for these examples. Now, if you're a fan of such candy, well, guess what? I'm having a giveaway. Simply leave a comment down below and I will choose a random winner who will get a box full of Mexican candy. This giveaway is open to anybody, so no matter where you live or what your age is, you are eligible. One last thing guys, give this video a like so I can have more awesome giveaways in my upcoming videos. Let's get started. This right here is your typical Mexican lollipop, guys. It's a sucker that will last you all day pretty much if you know how to conserve it. Well, this one is shaped as corn. As you guys can see right here, a big piece of corn. Well, it does say elote on there, which means corn. But the brand doesn't matter. It's the fact that it's a lollipop. Now, this also has a stick on there, which will come in very handy. Now, the way to sneak this into class without anybody knowing is to get yourself a little container like this. This is a school supply. It's washi tape. And it has different colors. Now, what I like about this one, and I've used it in previous videos, is that it has the container. It's see-through. You guys can actually see the tape that's inside. On the bottom, it has a little label, which is the barcode. And the top has the brand name. So, it's completely covered. Now, if we open this up, the inside is hollow. There's nothing in there. Well, that is perfect for this lollipop, which I'm gonna remove from the label. So this is what it should look like, and we can easily stick it inside the washi tape container. Now this is too long, guys, so notice where it actually sticks out. That's what I'm gonna cut, and it's not that hard. All I gotta do is with my scissors cut it off. See, this little piece we do not need. This is the piece that we do need. Now grab your lollipop, guys. This end you're gonna stick to the top of the washi tape container. I myself will use hot glue for this. So there's a bunch of glue and I'm gonna stick it on there. It's glued on there, so I'm gonna let it dry and it should stay put. Now that it dried up, it should look something like this. Looks like a little Christmas tree, right? Sticks up straight. So now I can put it inside the washi tape container like so, guys, and just pop it in, and that's it. See, from every single angle that you look at this, it does not look suspicious. You can't even tell there's anything there. But when you pop off the top, clearly you'll have access to your lollipop, so you guys can enjoy this during the classroom until it's all gone, or it'll last you all day. If you can't finish it up, just put it back in, and that's it. Save it for later, save it for the next class, or possibly the next day. And when you guys again are in need of some sugar, just pop it off and there's your lollipop ready to be enjoyed. This right here, guys, is just powder. It's Lucas. A lot of you guys are familiar with it. I know we eat this a lot in Mexico. Some people think we're crazy because we eat this kind of stuff. It's pretty spicy at times, but it's really good if you have the taste for it. Anyway, guys, if you get caught with one of these on your desk, teacher's gonna know that it's candy. But if you guys were to transfer this powder onto a different container, say a glue stick, then that'll be perfect, guys, because nobody would know what's in here but you. So it's quite simple. All you guys gotta do is pop out the top and get rid of the actual glue that's inside. You can easily clean this off in the bathroom or wherever. Just wash it off, guys, so it's not dirty. And at this point, you guys can pour your candy powder in there. See, here's a little seal that you just break and pull off. And see, you have access to the inside now. And it's really simple just to pour in. See, guys? Oh, I overfilled it. As you guys can see, I reached the capacity. That's why I have some powder on there. But anyway, guys, if you guys have a bigger glue stick, then you'll be able to fit the whole thing in there. But I'll save this for later. And the contents that are inside this glue stick, I'm actually gonna take into class. So I'm good to go in the classroom, guys. I'll just have this on my desk. Nobody's gonna get suspicious of this little glue stick. But guys, when my hunger kicks in, I know that I can resort to this. You just gotta pop off the top carefully though, so you don't spill out the contents. But look at that, guys. It's ready to be eaten. See? You guys probably stumbled upon this at Walmart because this is basically where I got this candy from. Now there's two parts to this candy right here. First you have the container, of course, but within you have a sucker, which is this one right here attached to the top, and then inside it has a spicy powder, which is really good and I like it, but I know some people think it's too sour, too bitter, but everybody has their own taste. I like it. Anyway guys, here's a good way to sneak this into class. So basically you put the candy back in there, close it up, and yeah, it looks like candy because of the label. So all we're gonna do here is cover this label with something that's more appealing, something that looks more like a school supply. Luckily I have this here, which is a sticker, and it's colorful. So the more colorful it is, the better you can disguise anything with. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. We're just gonna wrap this around the container so it covers the label and it'll look more school friendly, like so. I'm gonna trim it and stick it on. And that's it, guys. Look, it looks like a totally different container, and you guys can just have it sitting there on your desk or laying there. And if your teacher sees it, they won't think much of it. They'll probably think that it's glue or another school supply. But when you guys get hungry, of course, all you guys gotta do is get a taste of this candy by popping it out, and basically the sucker, you get it wet and then it attracts that powder, so you're good to go, guys. Alright guys, if your school requires you to have a badge on at all times, then this is perfect for you, because if you look at the back, it's not really visible, only the front, which is what you carry when you walk down the hallways through the schoolyard. The front is always visible, but not the back. So luckily I went to the store and I got me some of this candy right here, which is really flat. It's not thick at all, guys, and you guys can fit it inside your ID badge. The bigger it is, the more candy you guys can fit in there, but this Mexican candy right here was perfect for it. Now at this point you guys can either leave it in the wrapper, or you guys can actually open it up and stick it in there. Now make sure though that the badge is clean, because you don't want to eat dirty candy, but just stick it in there, guys, behind your actual ID. And that's it, guys. See, this is the front. Nobody will suspect anything if they look at this, but you guys can actually know that your candy's behind it and have easy access to it when you guys get hungry. All you guys gotta do is pull it out just like this, and you guys can proceed to eat it or share it with your friends. So you can get a piece and give it to somebody else. You know, you might save somebody's day that day as they happen to be hungry. And now let's say you want to take the whole bag in there and you got a bunch of candy that you guys want to sneak into class. And again, this is the flat candy that I just showed you in the last example. So a good way to sneak this into class is to line them up like I'm doing so right here. For example, I'm gonna do 3. A line of 3. I'll take some tape and actually stick them together. So for example, a piece of tape would go right here, and then another piece would join these together. So it's a little something like this, guys. And I'm actually gonna create another row, and of course I'm gonna put more tape on them. Simple stuff so far, right? So a good way to sneak these into class is to grab yourself a binder that has pockets on the front that are clear, just like this one. For example, notice that I have a blank sheet of paper on there right in the front. Well, that's gonna help me out because I'll easily be able to tuck these underneath. See, I'm just gonna open up the pocket and slide these in. It's really convenient that the candy's flat, guys. You have no idea how important it is to have flat candy. So there's one row, and I'm gonna do the same to the other one. Now, nobody should suspect a thing. So in this example, you're in class and you're hungry. Well, you know you have at least 6 pieces of candy in here, and all you guys gotta do is actually pull them out. See, I'm gonna pull one out and then detach it from the tape. So I know that this I can eat right away. And when I pulled on this, it actually pulled on the other ones. It's like a little train, guys. So now I can grab the other one, pull it out, and detach it from the tape. So that's another one. And then I have more. You guys get the idea. Basically, it's like this, guys. You pull on this one, and it pulls the other 2. You pull on this one, and it pulls the other one. So you always have one ready to be eaten. If you guys are familiar with Mexican candy, then you probably already came across Marzipan, right? These are really good. Of course, just like all the Mexican candy, at least in my opinion. Anyway, look at these. These are little bite-sized pieces of candy that are made of peanuts. I love them. I grew up with them, but they're very fragile and they break easily. If you guys already tried these, then you can relate to what I'm saying. They just break apart easily. But anyway, that's not the point here. The point is to actually sneak them into class. Here I have a roll of duct tape. Yeah, guys, we're gonna use duct tape to sneak these into class. Best way to do that is to actually get pieces of duct tape and cover the roll on one end. And I'm actually going to use a different color so you guys can see it stand out. For example, some red. So cover it, guys, and you guys can trim it off if you want. I'm just going to fold the ends back and I'll flip it over. And now I can throw my pieces of marzipan in there. So there's 3 so far, 4 and 5. Oh, this guy, he doesn't get to join the party. Oh well, I'll eat it right now. And these I'm gonna take into class. So I have my secret stash of marzipan there, and I'm gonna cover it up with some tape. See guys how easy this is? Make sure you leave a little tab that you guys can pull on. For example, right here, I'm just gonna fold this back so that it's not sticky, see? And this will be the secret tab that I pull on, but this is actually gonna go in my supply box. So I'll put it in there and I'll just keep it handy in the classroom. Nobody should suspect a thing. So when you guys get hungry, all you guys gotta do is open up your supply box, pull on that secret tab, and there's your marzipan right there, guys. See? It's a little sticky, but you guys should be able to pull it out with ease. You guys can share with your friends if you want. I wouldn't though, because this is really good and you probably want to eat it by yourself. Alright guys, well here's my pencil. I use this every day in class, right? And from far away you guys can see that it's yellow and that it has an eraser cap. See? So it's a regular looking pencil. Now again, from far away it looks normal. So for this next example that I'm going to show you, we have these spoons. Now Mexicans tend to put some of that tamarind candy on it. It's a really cheap way to actually convert this into a lollipop. As you guys can see right here, it just turns into a sucker. So instead of using a spoon, we're gonna use our pencil and it'll look like an eraser. So we're gonna prepare our pencil by removing the eraser cap. So we're left with this, it has a yellow eraser. Well, we're gonna cover that eraser with some clean, clear tape. Again, because we don't want our candy touching anything that's dirty. So we're gonna wrap this pencil with clear tape, put as much as you guys need. And of course, cover the top. Okay, so now it's covered, so our candy will not touch the pencil, the lead, or the eraser. Now, as far as this candy, guys, notice that it's a spoon. Again, it has the candy on the spoon and it's covered with the plastic wrapper, which is held on by a rubber band. So we're gonna get rid of the rubber band and we're gonna peel back the plastic. Now the candy can easily be peeled off the spoon using the plastic wrap. See how easily it came off? And I'm thinking that I'm gonna need about 2 of these. So here's another spoon and I will repeat the same thing. Get rid of the rubber band, peel off the plastic, and also peel off the candy. And this candy can easily be molded. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mold the candy to look like an eraser cap. So let's wrap it around the pencil. And there's one, and here's the other one. And it's gonna look like a giant eraser cap, guys, but that's okay because I've seen them in class. Eraser caps come in all sizes and colors, so don't worry if it looks weird because I've seen really weird erasers. Alright, there's a giant eraser cap. This basically turns into a sucker, so you guys will be able to actually get some sugar out of this while in class. All you guys gotta do is write, and when you guys get a little bit hungry, you guys can either lick that or take a bite out of it. It doesn't matter. It's your candy. Anyway, guys, have fun with this and enjoy the candy. See, all gone. This right here is a little tin can that I got at the dollar store. And I figured that it'd be perfect to sneak some candy into class. But the way we use this, guys, is basically you guys can either put school supplies in there, such as writing utensils, or use it as a piggy bank because the top actually has a slit on it. So you guys can actually throw your coins in there and it'll keep them safe. But again, we're gonna use this to sneak some candy into class. And this is one of the most iconic Mexican candies out there. A lot of you guys are familiar with these, especially the container. It looks like a little rocket. Well, if you pop the top off, it'll reveal the candy, and all you guys gotta do is push this little bottom in to this top part and it'll push out the candy, and that's how you get to enjoy the candy. Well, if your teacher saw you with this in the classroom, then you'd easily be caught, but we don't want that, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this little tin can container, pull out the cap, flip it upside down like so. We're gonna take the candy, so it'll look like this, guys. We're gonna use tape to stick it on there. A few pieces of tape should do the trick. Just like that. So there's the candy. You flip it over and it's upside down. All right, perfect. So we're gonna remove the top because we want easy access to our candy. We're gonna place it back on the tin can like so. And that's it. You have this in the classroom. They might think that you just have school supplies in there, so nobody should really suspect anything. So keep it handy on your desk. And when you guys get hungry, all you guys gotta do is pop off the top. And your candy will be right there, so you guys can push it out like so. Eat it. And of course you won't be able to finish it because you gotta put it right back in there before you get caught. So do just that. Next time you get hungry again, repeat the process. Another legendary Mexican candy is this right here, guys. And you guys are familiar with this container. It's like a little accordion, and it contains this little liquid or sauce, if you want to call it that. That's really yummy. It's sweet and sour at times, just varies depending on the brand. I used to eat this with like little spaghetti candy that will come with it sometimes, but in this case it's just a container. Notice that the nozzle over here has a little cap which you can pop off, and see, there's a nozzle. You squeeze it and the liquid comes out. So we're gonna use the same tin can basically the same way. We're gonna pop up the top and we're gonna stick the candy on there like we did with the other one. We're gonna tape it on. Again, we're gonna put it back in there. The nozzle is really small, so it should not drip inside. Again, when you guys get hungry, just pop off the top and your candy will be right there. And notice, you guys just squeeze a little and it comes out. Very simple to do, guys. Try it out. I really like this candy right here, guys. Now, I already ate one because I actually tested out this hack before I showed it to you guys. So one is missing, and that's fine. Let me show you what's inside this little bag. Now, if you pull out one of these, then you'll see that it's just a plastic straw that is wrapped with candy. And this is Tamarind Candy. It's a little bit spicy at times, so we're gonna try to sneak this into class. Although this is quite large, we are gonna trim it just a little bit so we can put it inside this highlighter that I have right here, guys. So I'm gonna place this down and I'm gonna show you this highlighter. See, if you pop open the cap, you see that it's a highlighter. So we'll be getting rid of the tip because we don't want our candy to get contaminated, and we are gonna clean it so that our candy does not touch anything that this touched already. Also, we're gonna open the other end of the highlighter and we're gonna remove the little tube that's there. So we want the inside to be completely hollow, as you guys can see right here. On the end with the point, we are gonna put the cap back on, and we're not gonna mess with this anymore. As far as our candy, we're gonna trim it to size so we are able to fit it inside this little highlighter, which, by the way, guys, I did get this at the dollar store and it came with 4. So you guys can do this with all 4 of the candies that come in this little pack. So I'm gonna trim about half of it, guys. So we are gonna sacrifice a big piece of it. Now, the larger your highlighter is, the better. So this works for me. I'm gonna put it inside like so. And notice that I have some straw that's left over. I'm not gonna trim that off because I'm actually gonna stick this to this little cap that we removed. For this, of course, we will use some hot glue. And we'll just stick it on and wait for it to dry. And now, guys, it's ready for when you guys are hungry. So if you're sitting in class and you start to get some cravings for candy, well, you know where you can find some. Just undo the end and pull it out. And see, you got some candy right there at your disposal. Again, it's better if the highlighter is larger because that means, of course, you can put more candy in there. But this can actually calm your hunger for an hour or so until you go to lunch. So always have one of these handy so you won't be hungry in class. That's it, guys. Simple methods to sneak your favorite Mexican candy into class without getting caught. As I stated at the start of this video, I'm having a giveaway, and all you have to do to participate is leave a comment on this video and I will choose a random winner, and that person will get a box full of Mexican candy. So don't hesitate and leave a comment. But also, guys, don't forget to give this video a like as well. Thanks for stopping by, pranksters. I will see you guys in my next video.